I will be talking about these projects in just a moment, but first, let's give a toast to our past, our present, and our future. We would not be here without you, and if it were not for you, so kampai, cheers, salud. Thank you so much for being here. It'd be rude not to drink, so one moment, please. Oh, that's good.
Apple cider, no less.
Tonight you're going to see some renderings of our physical projects. You'll see the updates, the new building, and the fun things that we have on the horizon. We've broken down our projects into phases, and you'll see the renderings all over tonight. Phase 1 focuses on improving the visitor experience, which starts right when our guests arrive. We're remodeling the entrance, which starts with the lobby. We're going to remodel the playground and all of the aspects of the area that you're standing in right now. I would like to draw your attention to our architects for this phase. Steve Dangerman from DKA of Portland. Woohoo! Thank you. Steve and his team are from Oregon. They're Oregon-based. They actually worked at Camp Gray right across the road here, so they understand our climate, and they've also worked with aquariums across the country. I would also like to introduce you to Andrea Coons. Andrea, are you here with Walker Basie? There's a sea of people I don't see. Anyway, Andrea's with Walker Basie, and those are our landscape architects. They're going to be working on redesigning the approach to the aquarium, the new nature play area, our new amphitheater, and our new approach to the exhibits. Actually, Walker Basie was one of the original designers for the aquarium 30 years ago. So that's pretty amazing. Woo! Ah! Phase 2 of our projects will see an overhaul of all of the 3 indoor galleries. They have not been refreshed or changed in over 30 years, so it's time for a major renovation. We're working with Steve and DKA, as well as Lions Zaremba out of Boston. We're going to be bringing new life to these galleries, and it'll include all new signage, redoing the exhibits, and adding new ones. Phase 3 is a building dedicated to marine rehabilitation. We're going to be designing a marine rehabilitation center which will focus solely on rehabilitation of stranded marine life. We do...
That's very good.
I heard rumblings. No, this is incredibly awesome because right now we do all of this work in a decrepit old hideous building. It's not sufficient for people nor animals. So I would like to introduce you to Amanda and Dustin Capri of Capri Architecture, right here from Newport. They are the architects of this project, and we are so honored that you're a part of our family. Our ongoing phase 4 is enhancing our education programs to further develop our marine curriculum. This past year, we presented to over 30,000 students in 5 states. That's amazing. We bring the aquarium to those that cannot come to us. It's our mission to educate and inspire children of all ages to respect and conserve our oceans and marine life. The phrase, "it takes a village," could not be more appropriate when raising funding for these very special projects. I'd like to take a minute to thank our very dedicated capital campaign committee. They have worked tirelessly for almost 3 years, or 30 years it seems like, but 3 years really. And this is where we are today. So I would like to introduce you to our capital campaign chair, Mr. Barry Miller is going to say a few words.
Hi, all. Welcome. Thank you, Carrie, and I want to thank you for our meeting today at 3:30 this afternoon. I found out that I get to speak in front of 800 people, so that was a pleasant surprise. She did slide me a few talking points, though, so that was pretty good. As she mentioned, we've got 3 wonderful concepts that we're raising money for. We started about 3 years ago with the idea to raise $18.2 million. And through a generous grant from the state for $5 million, thank you to our legislature. And another $6.2 million from businesses and many of the folks that are in this room. I'm proud to say that we've raised $11.8 million to date, 65, 66%. So 2/3 of the way there, and it's time for us to announce to the rest of the state what we're doing. And that's, part of the reason we're here. We have a wonderful, wonderful campaign committee that puts in a lot of time and effort, and I have the pleasure to serve on that. And it's been very exciting, and we're dedicated to getting the rest of the way there, and we got some good ideas on how we're going to do that. I do want to take this chance to thank all the wonderful volunteers for the aquarium, hundreds and hundreds of volunteers that give thousands of hours for the education and preservation of our ocean. They make the aquarium a better place, they make the city of Newport a better place, they make the great state of Oregon a better place, and dare I say, they make the world a better place by doing it. So, with that, thank you all, have fun, drink a bunch of wine on Carrie, and if you want, we will accept checks on the way out. So, take care and have fun.
I have one more very important, wonderful, very close to my heart moment. Speaking of our wonderful volunteers, we had a very special match issued by a very dear donor to the aquarium last year to redesign one of our current exhibits. You'll see it tonight. It's in coastal waters. It's currently under construction, so pardon our dust, but we're very excited about it. Al Gleason has been involved with the aquarium for many, many years, and he knows the importance and the dedication of our volunteers. So he has graciously named the new Indo-Pacific exhibit in honor of our over 400 volunteers. So we have Dave Cutter and Julie Schaefer, two of our most amazing volunteers, to come get a plaque for this.
Oh, this is fabulous. Take pictures.
On behalf of the volunteers, I want to thank our sponsors, our donors, our members, and our volunteers for supporting this marvelous institution. And I applaud Barry by saying we'll take checks on the way out. So thank you so much for being here to participate in our celebration of what our future is going to be bringing to you.
Actually, the plaque that's going to be on the exhibit will be a lot smaller than that, so I just wanted to let you know that now. In closing, I would like to extend my personal gratitude. I've been here for almost 25 years and have seen a lot of changes, and it just touches my heart and our staff and our volunteers and our board. We would like to thank you, our community, the legislators that are here that are so instrumental in our success. We thank you so much for being a part of our success. Now it's time to party. And all of the food and the wine and all the fun stuff is down in the galleries. You will see renderings throughout the aquarium tonight. And just have a wonderful evening, and thank you again for being here.